Peace, YouTube. I'll wait until a few people come on. I know I'm coming late, but I have some breaking news, so I had to come on really quickly. You know, generally I don't come on this late. I just had a show with Dr. Don on Patreon, which was amazing. So I'll see if you, I'm a little tired. I can't stay on long. I have some breaking news and I had to make this video because I felt like it was detrimental. And if I didn't do it, then I would probably forget and it would just like fall away to the wayside. So check on in. You know I'm tired, so I don't like coming this late. Like I said, I just got off of the show with Dr. Don on Patreon and I got some intel after the fact and I have to share it. So family, we have a problem and it's pretty horrific. And I kind of knew it was happening. So this is the warning because I don't want to draw it on and I just want to let it loose. Okay, so you know that they've legalized chief. I'm going to watch my words because I need this video to stay up. So if you know many who know what the word chief is, you know I use it a lot. Please let those who know what I mean by chief, let them know what it is so that they're aware. You know that they've legalized chief and they've made it possible for people to chief. And they're creating all these dispensaries. They're putting up all these new dispensaries, right? I got word that the chief that they're utilizing, the type of herb that they're using, is allowing for your adrenal system to act as if it's it acts as if it's a neurotoxin, and then, but it's not so strong, just slightly, basically breaking down your immune system. And the most horrific thing is that it's making you susceptible for body snatching. Now, it's going to sound crazy what I'm saying, but many of you know me. Stay away from the dispensaries. Do not do the edibles, the chewables. Stay away from governmental chief. I'm warning you now. I have intel, and it's 1,000%. I can't tell you any more than that. It's 1,000%. They're utilizing, that's why they legalized it in many states now. We're about to go through something pinnacle. They're preparing for martial law, and they want you as permissible and as controllable as possible. But what makes it more diabolical, family? They're infecting you. They're infecting you with beings that are outside of our realm of our perspective where we can't see them. Now, we had a young lady on IG the other night, and I guess this is why the intel came in. The young lady came in on IG. She asked for my help. Beautiful young sea star. She's infected with something. She has one of them inside of her. And we talked, and she says it's like a fog. It's almost like possession, okay? While I'm talking like this, I'm really tired. Like I said, I did the show on Patreon. I'm really sleepy, and I did not want to forget, because whenever I get intel like this, that's 1,000%, it's almost like something works to make me forget it. So I have to say it and share it before, and I have to use code words because I'm trying to refrain from them removing this video. She spoke to me and she said, you know, she was going, her sister, I think it was her sister or cousin, had edibles. Okay, so she gave her edibles, but instead of taking, I guess, the regular dose, she took more. Okay, she said when she took more, she ended up getting really, really sick. And then when she was, you know, normally when something goes off, she felt off. She felt like something was off. Her heart started to get palpitations all the time. She started to have weird dreams of demons, things that are outside of her realm of understanding. She also said she doesn't feel like herself. She doesn't even feel like she's here. Okay, family, are you there? Put a 13 if you see me. Put a 13. I gotta do this quick because they're already trying to shut down the video. There's no reason for it to shut down. Stay away from the dispensaries. Listen to me. Family, I wouldn't warn you And it's not my anti-drug statement, because you know I'm not a fan of drugs, but listen to me, family. Stay away from governmental drugs. Listen to me. They're infecting people and they're getting them possessed. What it does is it lowers your immune system and it lowers your auric field. It is making you susceptible for infiltration. I promise you, and I'm 1000%, I would not warn you if I did not have the amount of intel to tell you they're trying to body snatch people. And they told you in the movie, I know it seems crazy, when you saw it in the movie Body Snatchers, when it was coming on plants, they weren't lying to you, they were warning you. It is part of the plants. They're using a different kind of plant that has a certain neurotoxin that lowers your field, but it doesn't just uniquely lower your field on the inside, it lowers your auric field. It makes you susceptible, and then they get on you. And once they get in you, they work on you. They make you tired, they make you lethargic. My mouth is getting dry. They make you lethargic, they make you sick, and to the point where you want to give up. The point that you give up, it takes over your consciousness and you aren't there anymore, I promise you. Say no to the dispensaries. Don't touch the governmental stuff. I wouldn't even buy from anyone because they're infecting all of them. It's not the same plant. It's an alien plant. It's a foreign plant. It's not from our planet. Listen to me, family. It's an alien. I know this is what I talk about. It's an alien plant. It's not from our planet. They're taking it and cultivating it, and it's messing with you. It's a way to body snatch you. Watch the Body Snatchers. I don't want to scare you. Stay strengthened. Listen, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. You can't change what you can't acknowledge. Know that once they took it over, they knew what they were going to do. At this particular time, they need to take you. They don't want you gone. They want you taken over. The plant that they're using isn't from our earth. It is an alien plant. What they're doing is they're taking it, you're utilizing it, they're putting it in edibles. That's why it's way stronger than any of the plants we normally were accustomed to. Don't take it. We have a young lady right now who's struggling with semi-possession. I'm telling you, family, if any of you were on IG last night, you heard. I just got intel. And it bothers me. I'm unnerved. I'm unnerved. And I just want you to be proactive. You know, and like I said, I've always told you to stay clear of that. But now I want you to really, really stay clear. If you still have your first mind, if you still can cognitively hear me. Now, if this message is making you nauseous, listen to me, family, because they shut me off last night. If this message is making you nauseous, if this message is making you sick, if this message is giving you heart palpitations, most likely you've been infected. You need to clear yourself. I'm serious, family. You're going to have to clear yourself, because once it takes you over, you're gone. I don't know where you go. I don't know if you leave your body. I can't tell you that much. So if me sharing this with you in any way, if you get any symptoms of heart palpitations, headaches, from me sharing this message with you, ringing in your ear, numbness in your hands, from this message that I'm giving you, most likely you've already been infiltrated, but you're still there. So that being said, you need to clear it. It's like a virus, but it's an ET that's a plant. It's an extraterrestrial plant. That is what the chief is. It's not an indigenous plant from the island. It doesn't even look like our plant. It looks like a bush. It looks like a furry bush. It isn't natural. Make sure you are refraining from touching it. I wouldn't even get it from anybody else unless you are growing it yourself and you know what the seed is and you know what it looks like, the original heirlooms. I wouldn't touch it, family. I'm serious. We have a problem. They're body snatching, and they're utilizing this herb and they're putting it in dispensaries all over. And it's just like the Body Snatchers movie. Go watch the movie, how they had dispensers where they were handing out pods to people. That's what they were telling you. They were going to give you your poison. Stay away from the dispensaries. If people you know are using dispensary drugs, I wouldn't even go. I would avoid them at all costs. I really would. I think the CB oil, I think everything's infected. I think everything's, it's not the plant. The CB oil is not coming from an heirloom, okay? So I'm giving you this warning. I gotta go. I'm sorry that you have to hear this, and I know many of you are chiefers, but this is where we have to make better decisions because they've infiltrated it, and it's like I said, the plant's not even from here. That's what's concerning. It's not from here. So be mindful, be strong, and again, be vigilant. This is to empower you. This is to give you a level of intel so you can protect yourself. Remember, you, like I said, it's better for you to know than to not know. And like I said, I got the intel and I didn't want to go to sleep. I'm exhausted. I didn't want to go to sleep because I said if I don't, and remember, this is love for you because I'm a non-chiefer. I haven't chiefed. I haven't done that for years before my children were born. So I'm a non-chiefer. But for all of you who are engaged in that world, and no, I can't, oh, that's untrue. Because remember, someone gave me an edible and I got very sick. Remember they said, no, I have to take that back. Because remember the young lady who was my friend said, taste this piece of chocolate, and it had THC in it, and I got sick for 5 hours. Now I know why. It's not normal. It's not healthy. Something's wrong with it. And I got really, really sick. And a matter of fact, I have to think back then how sick I was. I got really sick and it took me a couple days to bounce back. And I remember I had to fast for a couple days just to get out of it. A young lady last night who's semi-possessed had talked and asked for my help on IG. I don't even know if the IG's up anymore, but it was really eye-opening. And then I just got intel. We just did the show on Patreon and I got off and I got the intel. They're infecting you. It's the body snatchers, literally. It's the body snatchers. They're coming for you because they want your bodies. They want to be able to inhabit this earth, and they need you, and they need your vessel to do so. So just take care of yourself. Avoid all dispensaries. Avoid all chief. There isn't anything safe unless you know what it is, you've seen it grow, you know where it came from. It's an heirloom. Other than that, if you can, you need to start to refrain from using it. And again, if this message is making you nervous, giving you heart palpitations, getting you scared, anxiety, chances are you've already been infected. So make sure you clear yourself. And clearing yourself just means you're going to have to, again, it's an alien. It's not from this planet. It's an alien plant. I don't know what modalities. I gave some last night, but I don't even know that it'll work. This is one of the things I'm giving you intel before I've even vetted out how to heal it or get rid of it. I don't even know that you can. So all I say is fasting maybe helps. I don't know what this entity, this type of plant requires to be able to live inside of you. I don't know how it works symbiotically and then takes over. I have zero clue, but I am 1000% that the alien plant that they are legalizing is not chief. It is something else. It is not from our planet, and it is infecting people. We have a young lady right now who's partially possessed. So clear yourself, refrain from doing, listen, and the veil is really thin right now. And I think purposefully, I don't know what they're doing in California right now. They're having things coming up in the sky. There are ships that are being taken pictures of. There's a lot going on, and you're safe. I promise you, you'll be safe. But listen to what I'm saying. Refrain from doing things that are going to leave you susceptible for any infiltration. It's better to be safe than sorry. That's all. Just avoid doing things that you feel might place you in a position to have that kind of possession. And like I said, I don't know how it goes, how the plant actually, I don't know if the plant, once you take it and get infected, can you infect people? I don't know. But what I will say, it's an extraterrestrial plant, and they're utilizing it, and they're calling it chief, and it isn't that. It isn't the cannabis. It's something else. Sorry, family. Talk amongst each other. Clear yourself. I hope that this message is helpful for those who just, hopefully maybe I caught you before you were about to go to a dispensary. Maybe you thought about doing it, or maybe you haven't had that aspect of something and maybe you didn't know. If this was helpful to you, I hope it is. I hope it is, and I hope that you'll protect yourselves. Okay? All right, family, I gotta go to bed. I'm sorry for bringing the message like this, but I'm glad I was able to at least share it with you before I forgot about it, or I just, like I said, when I got the intel, it unnerved me. And last night, it's all synchronistic, and last night, the beautiful young lady, she's partially possessed, and these bastards are working hard, but it's your body. You have all the strength and power to overcome anything that's trying to come out inside of you from an outer perimeter. You knowing can only empower you. So even if you thought that FleurBrun was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, let's just say, oh, FleurBrun's saying there's alien plants taking over our body. Just use some rationale. When has the government ever tried to legalize something for your benefit? Answer that question. When has your government ever tried to legalize something for your benefit? If you can't answer that, then my theory can't be that far from the truth. Because even if it's not an alien plant, it isn't the heirloom. It isn't the original. It's been genetically homogenized to alter you. That being said, get some rest, everybody, okay? Share the message. Just warn your people and to stay away from dispensaries, to stay away from Chief. And again, if they're having any issues, I can't really give you a remedy yet because I don't know where to remedy it. I thought it was basic possession. If it's something extraterrestrial, and especially plant-based, we have extraterrestrial plants. We don't really go into that. We talk about ETs that are, non-corporeal, have no form. We talk about ETs that look like insects or lizards or alligators, but we never talk about the plant extraterrestrials and how they can be utilized to poison you or take over your body. So that being said, be vigilant, all right? I love you. Take care and be safe. And I'm sending lots of love and protection to those in North California. All right, family? Peace.